بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد المصطفى وعلى آله ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Inshallah, today's lesson will be, I'll read here in Arabic first. الاسم الممنوع من الصرف. الاسم الممنوع من الصرف. And this here, the ism that is forbidden from having Tanween. And this is lesson number 21. If I can move this out of the way here. So the original form of the singular ism. Now I didn't translate the word ism. I didn't say nouns because remember it's more than nouns. Adjectives are also ism, and adverbs is to have Tanween. So for example, if you look at the word kitab, it's kitabun. That's the original form. Qalamun, darsun, rajulun. For example, maktabun, qamisun, wajhun, aynun, anfun, udhunun, sha'run. So that's the original state of all the asma. However, there are some of the asma that are forbidden from having Tanween. For example, and I put here a list of examples from Quran, like Allah says, وَلَهُمْ مَقَامِعُ مِنْ حَدِيدٍ. مَقَامِعُ. مَقَامِعُ is the plural of مَقْمَعَ. مَقْمَعَ. مَقَامِعُ. Shackles. That would be made from iron. Allah says, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ. Oh, so it's مَقَامِعُ, not مَقَامِعٌ. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ. We don't say أَحْسَنٌ. مِنَ اللَّهِ حُكْمًا بِقَوْمٍ يُوقِنُونَ. شهر رمضان. The word Ramadan is actually مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة الجر الفتحة على آخره لأنه ممنوع من الصرف, because it's ممنوع من الصرف. But we'll come to that in a second. وإذا حييتم بتحية فحيوا بأحسن منها أو ردوها. There's a reason why I put this example. We'll clarify again in a second. ولولا دفع الله الناس بعضهم ببعض لهدمت صوامع. صوامع is the plural of صومعة, which means temples. وبيع وصلوات ومساجد. The plural of masjid. مسجد is مساجد, not مساجد. يذكر فيها اسم الله كثيرا. So the lesson you want to learn from this section so far is that the default for al-asma is that they be munawwana, that they have tanween. However, that default changes for some words. Why? We will find out that inshallah shortly. But for whatever reason, you will find in the Arabic language that there are words that do not accept Tanween. They will have just a single dhamma in the default position. Before we continue on more with al-mamnu' min al-sarf, I want to remind you that we had already categorized al-asma to al-mu'rab wal-mabni. Al-mu'rab wal-mabni. وَالِاسْمُ مِنْهُ مُعْرَبٌ وَمَبْنٍ بِشَبَهٍ مِنَ الْحُرُوفِ مُدْنٍ. That we found that there are asma that are mu'raba. Mu'raba means they change at the ending. For example, kitabun can be kitabin or kitaban. For example, هذا كتاب, this is a book. اشتريت كتابا, I bought a book. نظرت إلى كتاب أو قرأت في كتاب, I read in a book. So we change from bun, ban, bin. That is mu'rab. Of course, if we put alif and lam, it will be al-kitabu, al-kitabi, al-kitaba. هذا هو الكتاب, this is the book. اشتريت الكتاب, I bought the book. نظرت في الكتاب, I looked in the book. So there are 6 forms here: bun, ban, bin, ba, bi, and bu, with the al, of course, in front, or if it's mudaf. That is mu'arab. These asma al-mu'araba, they change at the ending. But there are words that don't change at the ending. For example, all of asma al-ishara, all the pronouns, which are asma, asma al-mawsula, all of them are mabniya, meaning they don't change at the ending. So that is one categorization. This is another. This is different. This is their mu'araba, but instead of having tanween, they only have a single dhamma or a single fatha, and they will never have kasra. You'll find out about that. Any questions on that, or is that clear? Ani? Nasir? Nasir, you want to show your finger? Okay, so I guess that's clear, and it will become clearer as we proceed.
Sorry, I was sorry. The only question that I have is what's the easiest way to identify them? Are there just some out there that you just need to memorize and
no.
That's just how you know, or
we'll study that in detail. That's coming up the next section.
Okay.
Al-i'rabu, how do we analyze these words? How do we do i'rab of these words? Al-i'rab, the analysis of these words are as follows. These words are marfu' with a single dhamma. It's marfu' with a dhamma, like al-maqami'u. And it's mansoob, majroor and mansoob with a single fatha. See that? So let's look at that again. In the examples, let's try to apply this rule here in the examples. Let's look at whether the word is marfu', majroor, or mansoob. Remember, these are the 3 states of the asma. Al-asma imma an takuna marfu'atan aw majrooratan aw mansubatan. So let's look at these words in the state of rafa. وَلَهُمْ مَقَامِعُ مِنْ حَدِيدٍ. مَقَامِعُ is مرفوع وعلامة الرفع ضمته يعني ضمة واحدة. Why? Because it's ممنوع من الصرف. ومن أحسن, this is مرفوع with a single ضمة. شهر رمضان is what's the state of the word Ramadan? ما إعراب كلمة رمضان?
منصوب?
No, it's مضاف. It's اسم, but it's مضاف إليه مجرور. So the word شهر is مضاف. Ramadana is مضاف إليه. But because it's ممنوع من الصرف, it is مجرور. لا, it's مجرور. مضاف إليه always is مجرور. المضاف إليه is always مجرور.
بالفتحة.
One second. Originally with كسرة. For example, we say كتاب محمد. قال زيد. كتاب الله. مسجد الله. رسول الله. The مضاف إليه is always مجرور. But when it's ممنوع من الصرف, it's مجرور with فتحة. Are you following me? So we don't say شهر رمضاني. What? Excuse me. Let me put back to Arabic. شهر رمضاني. We don't say that. Why? That's the correct way to say it originally. But the word Ramadan is ممنوع من الصرف. It becomes مجرور with فتحة. Are you following me? That is the rule that we're learning now. The default, to remind you, is for al-asma, they will have tanween and they would become majroor with kasra. But for the mamnu' min al-sarf, they wouldn't have tanween and they become majroor with fatha. See that? Are you understanding?
Yes, Sheikh. Yes.
Yeah. The same here. وَإِذَا حُيِّيتُمْ بِتَحِيَّةٍ فحيوا بأحسن منها أو ردوها. When you are greeted with a greeting, then greet back with better than it or return it. With better, بأحسن. We don't say بأحسني. We don't say بأحسني. Why? Because the word أحسن is ممنوع من الصرف يجر بالفتحة. So that it becomes مجرور with فتحة. Are you following? If it was not ممنوع من الصرف, you would have said بأحسن, because it has باء حرف جر. أحسن is مجرور, but it's مجرور with فتحة. Why is it مجرور with فتحة?
ممنوع من الصرف.
ممنوع من الصرف. And that's the rule of ممنوع من الصرف. So for the words that are ممنوع من الصرف, the إعراب is it's مرفوع with a single ضمة and منصوب مجرور with a single فتحة. So the word that ممنوع من الصرف would only have a ضمة, a single ضمة or a single فتحة. You wouldn't see the 6 states. Are you following me like before? So words that are not ممنوع من الصرف, you would see كتاب, كتابا, كتاب, الكتاب, الكتابة, الكتابي, 6 states. The word that's ممنوع من الصرف will only have 2. أحسن or أحسن. That's it. It would never have أحسنون, أحسنين, أحسنان. Are you following me? You'll never find a kasra on the ending of a word that's ممنوع من الصرف, because it becomes مجرور with a fatha. There's an exception. I say never generally. There's an exception to the rule. So this is where it gets complicated now. If you look in Surah to Teen, for instance, Allah says, لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. أحسني. Why do we say أحسني? We said it becomes majroor with fatha, right? Unless it's mudafun ilayh or it has al. So if the word has al, or if the word is mudaf, then it will have kasra. Are you following me? So this is a lot at the same time. It's kind of complicated, but I'll repeat it to make sure that you understand. So al-mamnu' min al-sarf becomes majroor with what? Fatha. This next line is saying unless it has alif and lam, or it is mudaf, it's possessed. If it's possessed, so let's highlight that. If it's possessed or if it has alif and lam, then it becomes majroor with kasra. Are you following me? So in general, the word would be majroor with fatha unless it is possessed, it's mudaf, or if it has alif and lam, then it becomes majroor with kasra. So this is an example of mudaf ilayhi or mudaf. So the way we do i'rab of this, we say لام للتأكيد, قد لتأكيد فعل الماضي, خلقنا فعل ماضي مبني على السكون, والفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره نحن, الإنسان مفعول به منصوب وعلامة النصب الفتحة, في حرف جر مبني على السكون, أحسن مضاف, تقويم مضاف إليه. أحسن مجرور بالكسرة. Somebody will ask, how is it majrur with kasra when it is mamnu' min al-sarf and it's supposed to be majrur with fatha? We say because it's possessed, because it is mudaf. Are you following that?
Sheikh, quick question. Sister Salwa just text on WhatsApp. Is there a link for today's class? I'll go ahead and share it with her. Is she joining today?
That's
or
fine.
does she think that is?
Send it. She's not in the Arabic group. Go ahead and send it.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to add her to the Arabic group. The question is, I want to ask, are you all following this lesson? Should I repeat it?
Yes, please repeat it.
Because it gets complicated as we, let me repeat it.
Yes.
Okay. Today's lesson, الاسم الممنوع من الصرف. الاسم الممنوع من الصرف. The ism that is forbidden from having tanween. The origin for al-asma is that they be mu'raba with tanween, like kitabun, qalamun, darsun, rajulun. When it's mansub, we say kitaban, qalaman, darsan, rajulan. When it's majrur, we say kitabin, qalamin, darsin, rajulin. As an example, هذا كتاب، اشتريت كتابا، نظرت في كتاب. But there are some asma that are mu'raba, but they're mamnu' from having tanween. Mamnu' means forbidden. The word mamnu' means forbidden. They don't have tanween. And also, they become majroor with a single fatha instead of a kasra. So those are two things that happen to them. Let's go through the examples here once again. وَلَهُمْ مَقَامِعُ وَلَهُمْ مَقَامِعُ مِنْ حَدِيدٍ. مقامع is مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة الواحدة لأن مقامع ممنوع من الصرف. So مقامع has only a single ضمة. Why not tanween? Because it's ممنوع من الصرف. It's forbidden. Why is it forbidden? We'll find out later. Don't worry about the reason yet. The reason there are a lot of details for the reason. Now we're just introducing them, giving you examples. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ مِنَ اللَّهِ. أحسن مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة الواحدة على آخره. Why? Because it's ممنوع من الصرف. رمضان مضاف إليه. Listen. مجرور وعلامة الجر الفتحة على آخره. The sign of jar is the fatha. How can fatha be the sign of the jar? Because that's it for ممنوع من الصرف. See that? These words are marfu with a single dhamma and majroor and mansub with a single fatha. So Ramadana is مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة الجر الفتحة على آخره لأنه ممنوع من الصرف. وإذا حييتم بتحية فحيوا بأحسن منها أو ردوها. We say ب حرف جر أحسن مجرور وعلامة الجر الفتحة على آخره لأنه ممنوع من الصرف. ولولا دفع الله الناس بعضهم ببعض لهدمت صوامع وبيع وصلوات ومساجد. صوامع ومساجد مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة على آخره. So to repeat that once again, al-asma by default will have tanween unless it's mamnu' min as-sarf, then it wouldn't have tanween. Al-asma by default would be marfu with dhamma, mansub with fatha, majroor with kasra. Unless it's mamnu' min as-sarf, it becomes majroor with fatha. Majroor with fatha. There's an exception to this rule. The exception is that if the word that is mamnu' min as-sarf has alif and lam, or if it's possessed meaning it's mudaf, then it becomes majroor with kasra. Are you following me? It will never have tanween. It's still that rule is always the same. That don't change. Mamnu' min al-sarf will never have tanween, and it would be majroor with fatha unless it is mudaf or as alif and lam. Excuse me. Then it becomes majroor with kasra. For example, لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم. أحسن, we say مضاف تقويم مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة الجر الكسرة. وأحسن is مجرور because of حرف جر في وعلامة الجر الكسرة. Why not فتحة? Because it's مضاف. Are you following me now? Inshallah. Is that clear?
So only if it's mudaf. I mean alif lam and mudaf, only mudaf.
Or with alif and lam. But I didn't find an example in the Quran with alif and lam. So let me give you an example with alif and lam. For example, if you were to say ذهبت, what did I do? ذهبت إلى المساجد. مساجد. We say إلى المساجد. Masajid is ممنوع من الصرف, as we see here. But if you put alif and lam here, if we put alif and lam, it becomes مجرور with kasra. إلى حرف جر المساجد مجرور وعلامة الجر الكسرة. Someone will ask you and say, but masajid is ممنوع من الصرف. Why is it majroor with kasra? It's supposed to be majroor with fatha. We say because it has alif and lam. See that?
No. Question though, how do you tell? So some words, you know, they're mamnu' min as-sarf. How can you recognize a word that is mamnu' min as-sarf?
That's the next part of the lesson.
Okay.
Yeah. For now, all I want you to remember are three things. Thing one, not all words have tanween. Not all the asma have tanween. Some are forbidden from having tanween. Is that clear?
Yes.
Then we move on. When the word is forbidden from having tanween, it's marfu with a single dhamma. Like sawami'u, masajidu.
Okay.
When it's majroor or mansub, it's with a single fatha, like ahsana or ramadana. See that?
No.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Except if the word is possessed or has alif and lam, then it becomes majroor with kasra, like fi ahsani or dhahabtu ila al-masajidi. I went to the masjids. Is that clear so far?
Yes, so far.
Okay, then let's go find the reasons now. How do we identify words that are mamnu' min as-sarf? What makes the words mamnu' min as-sarf? So here we have a list of reasons. I put a list of nine reasons. Let's go take them one at a time. Before I list these reasons, what is most important in this lesson is that you know that there are words that are mamnu' min as-sarf, and that when they are mamnu' min as-sarf, they would only have a single dhamma, and they would be majroor and mansoob with a fatha unless it's mudaf or has alif and lam. Well, how do you identify them? We learn them, but if you forget that, don't worry about it, because as we come across them, we'll remind you. Let me explain. So if I were to go back at the example above, and we read the ayah, we're doing the i'rab of this ayah while we're doing the linguistic analysis. So remember, the objective, as I mentioned many times before, of this dars, of these lessons in Arabic grammar is to learn the most popular grammar rules, so that your head is too low, Nasser. You need to tilt up your camera somehow, or tilt it up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yeah. Too high now. But anyway,
That's too high.
yeah, just mute it unless you're talking. So the intention is to do a linguistic analysis of the Quran. So let's say we take a surah, like Surah Teen, right? And we're doing a linguistic analysis. And we come across this ayah. I will remind you, and I will say, fi is harfu jar, that you know, it's mabni. Ahsan is ismun mamnu'un min as-sarf, but it's mudaf. It's mudafun. And taqweem is mudafun ilay. That's majroor with two kasra. We get that. We say this is mamnu' min as-sarf, should be majroor with fatha. We said no, not when it's possessed, when it's mudaf. See that? When it's mudaf, it's majroor with kasra. So we'll remind you. We'll also remind you of the reason. The reason why ahsan is mamnu' min as-sarf is because it is sifa. It is an adjective. And it's on the pattern of af'al. So there are two reasons combined. Those two reasons, when they're combined, it makes the word mamnu' min as-sarf. Let's give you the reasons. There are two reasons that has only one reason. There are two cases that have only one reason. And just for that one reason alone, the word is mamnu' min as-sarf. The rest of the 7 of them must combine two qualities. For example, feminine and proper name, foreign and proper name and on the pattern of af'al. Proper name ending with alif and nun. Compound names, compound and proper name, compound words and proper name. Adjective and the pattern of af'al, like ahsan. Proper names that have been transmitted from one pattern to another. So these last 7 have two reasons that are combined to make the word mamnu' min as-sarf. These first 2 reasons, or the first 2 cases, are just one reason. So let's take these one reason independently. So we say, what makes the word mamnu' min as-sarf? It is one of the following patterns. What ends with the elongated feminine alif or the shortened feminine alif. Elongated feminine alif is like the word azra'u, samra'u, bayda'u. Yeah. Azra'u, a girl that hasn't been married before, virgin pretty much. Samra'u means brown, bayda'u means white. This alif here, along with this hamza at the end, is called the alif of femininity. Why? Because the word is originally a'zaru, is masculine, azra'u feminine. Asmar is masculine, samra'u is feminine. Abyad is masculine, bayda'u is feminine. When a word is on this pattern, just that alone, the fact that it's on this pattern with the alif at the ending there, and then the hamza is added on, it makes the word mamnu' min as-sarf. So whenever you see words like azra'u, samra'u, bayda'u, zarqa'u, hamra'u, for instance, those words would always be mamnu'un min as-sarf. So we call that the elongated feminine alif. ما كان مختوما بألف التأنيث الممدودة. ألف التأنيث الممدودة. That's the elongated feminine alif. Al-maqsura, what is, I translated it shortened. I did a literal translation because you cannot really translate it with what it means. Let me explain what I mean by that. Alif, this here, this ya, is called alif maqsura. The word maqsura literally means shortened, but there's nothing shortened about it. What it means is that a ya takes the place of the alif. It's written as a ya, but it's pronounced as an alif. Huh? Like abduha, for example. So the word sughra, hubla, wusta, jurha, for instance, mamnu' min al-sarf. Why? Because of this alif maqsura here. I translate shortened feminine alif. It's actually not shortened. It means alif that is written as a ya. But the word maqsura literally means shortened. So I just said, I'll say shortened because the opposite is mamduda, which means to elongate. Do you follow that? So all it's saying is these patterns. If it's on the pattern like that, it's mamnu' min as-sarf. The next thing that make words mamnu' min as-sarf is what we call siyaru or siyatu muntaha al-jumu', the broken extreme plurals. This is the 17th. This is the 17th. The 17th are a group of patterns that have alif, and after the alif, at least 2 additional letters or 3 additional letters, and the middle have sukoon, having sukoon. Let me explain what I mean by 17. So if we go back up, when we look at plurals, we said there are 3 kinds of plurals. There's jama' mudhakkar salim, jama' al-mu'annath salim, and broken plurals. I give you many reasons why words have broken plurals, jumu' taksir, and I give you many patterns. The 17th of them is this list. Siyahu muntaha al-jumu'. So words that are made plural with all these patterns are all mamnu' min as-sarf. Are you following? They're all mamnu' min as-sarf because they're plural words on those patterns. So let's come back to what we're talking about here. For instance, if they're on the pattern of mafa'ilu, for example, the word masjidun is made plural. All of these are plurals. They're all plural patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 patterns that are plural patterns. All of these, when they're plural, they're mamnu' min as-sarf. When they're singular, they're not. For example, masjidun, the plural is masajidu. Maktabun, makatibu. Madrasatun, madarisu. So masajidu is mamnu' min as-sarf. You wouldn't put tanween because it's in the pattern of mafa'ilu. Here you have this alif, and then you have 2 letters. You have the alif, and you have 3 letters. You have the alif, and you have 2 letters. You have the alif and 3 letters. Alif and 2 letters. Alif and 3 letters. Alif and 2 letters. Alif and 3 letters. All these 8 patterns of plurals are all mamnu' min as-sarf. For example, the word miftah is made plural mafatihu. وعنده مفاتيح الغيب. وعنده مفاتيح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو. Dirhamun is made plural darahimu fa'alilu. Qirtasun, which means masjid means masjid, miftah means key, dirham means dirham, it's a coin. Darahimu is the plural, not darahimun. Qirtasun means scroll. Qaratisu, qaratisu tubidunaha wa tukhfuna kathira. That's in Surah Al-An'am. Usbu'un, that means finger. The plural is asabi'u. Asabi'u, not asabi'un. Why? It's on the pattern of afa'ilu. Uslubun, which means method. Asalibu, methods, the plural is mamnu' min as-sarf because it's on the pattern of afa'ilu. Tajribatun, which means practice or exercise. Tajaribu, the plural It's on the pattern of تفاعيل. It's ممنوع من الصرف. تسبيح, not كسرة. It's supposed to be فتحة. تسبيح, the plural تسابيح. تسابيح is the plural تفاعيل. It's ممنوع من الصرف. That's a lot. I don't expect you to remember them. You don't need to remember them. All you need to understand that there are a list of plural patterns. Try to remember them if you can, but if you don't, when we come across them, we'll remind you, that are called صيغ or صيغ منتهى الجموع. These are broken plurals that are for what we call extreme plurals. They mean many. They're the 17 patterns of the plural. All of them are ممنوع من الصرف. Do you understand that? Just understand, not remember. Do you understand that? That they are ممنوع من الصرف? There's not much to understand. This pattern is ممنوع من الصرف. That's all there is to it. Why? Because all the patterns on that 17th list of 17 are all ممنوع من الصرف. So here we have the patterns of فعلاء and فعلاء are all ممنوع من الصرف. And all these other patterns are ممنوع من الصرف. They're all plural. Sorry, these are feminine. These are feminine patterns and these are plural patterns. Do you understand that? Okay, let's move on then, because we have a lot more to go. We have here a list of 7 other patterns, or excuse me, a list of 7 other reasons why words are ممنوع من الصرف. These must combine two reasons. They must combine 2 parameters. So let's look what the 2 are. Let's look at the word فاطمة. كانت فاطمة رضي الله عنها بنت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. We would say كانت فاطمة اسم كانت مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة الواحدة على آخرها لأنها ممنوع من الصرف. كانت عائشة رضي الله عنها زوجة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. عائشة would be اسم كانت and it's ممنوع من الصرف, therefore you have only one ضمة. Why is Fatima and why is Aisha ممنوع من الصرف? Because of 2 reasons. Because it's a proper name and because it's feminine. Also, like Su'ad, Su'adu, Zainabu. So all proper names, excuse me, most proper names that are feminine. Why? Because there are a few exceptions, but I didn't list exceptions here. Didn't want to complicate it. Are ممنوع من الصرف. So if the word is a proper name, what is a proper name? What do we mean by proper name? It's the
Like
name of a person. Name of a person. Yeah. And it's feminine, then it's forbidden from having sarf. Also, if it's a proper name and it's foreign. For example, the word Ibrahim, Ishaq are foreign names. Yaqubu, foreign names. It's mamnu' min as-sarf. We never say Ibrahimun. We say Ibrahimu. Ibrahimu. Like Allah says in Quran, وَإِنَّ مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ لَإِبْرَاهِيمُ. لَإِبْرَاهِيمُ. Oh, Ibrahima, because of his ismu inna. Ibrahimu. Ishaqu. The word Ibrahim, the word Ishaq are mamnu'a min al-sarf because they are proper names and they are foreign names. So foreign proper names are mamnu'a min al-sarf.
What What does foreign proper name even mean? Like, how do you so what is a foreign proper name in English?
So it's a proper name, meaning that it's the name of a person, but
what makes it foreign?
Because Ibrahim is not originally Arabic. It's not an Arabic name originally.
Oh,
it has been Arabized. Yeah, it probably was Abraham or Abraham or whatever it was in the original language.
So in the context of a language, a foreign proper name is a proper name that does not have its roots
in the Arabic language. That's correct.
So this is only specifically in regards to the Arabic language.
That is correct. So let's say if we were to take the word ane, which is not an Arabic word, and we say a name, we make a name, we would say aneu. We wouldn't say aneun or aneu. We wouldn't say aneyun. Why? Because it's a proper name and it's foreign. Yeah, it's probably Hindu. But when we say Nasirun or Nasarun, is your name Nasir or Nasar?
Nasir.
When you put two S's. Yes.
Yeah, that's the French version of it.
Okay, yeah. So you foreignized the Arabic. Abbasun, Malikun, Sham'uddin. That's Arabic words. They're not mamnu min al-sarf, even though they're names. But Ibrahim and Ishaq and Yaqub, they're all Idris. They're all foreign names. They're mamnu min al-sarf because they're proper names and because they're foreign. If the word is a proper name and it's on the pattern of af'al, if the word is a foreign name, a proper name, and it's on the pattern of af'al, it's mamnu min al-sarf. For example, Ahmadu, ورسول ومبشرا برسول يأتي من بعد اسمه أحمد. اسمه أحمد. This is in Surah Al-Saf. We don't say Ahmadun. The name of Rasulullah was Ahmadu. Why is the word Ahmadu mamnu min al-sarf? Who would answer?
Because it's a proper name.
Proper name?
It's on the pattern of ahsan.
Of af'alu. Don't say ahsan. Of af'alu. The reason why is af'al is the pattern of a verb. So it resembles a verb. And because of that resemblance of the verb, the tanween is dropped. The name and the resemblance of a verb. Af'alu is the way I would say adrusu and aktubu and akulu. And a'lamu. It's the pattern of the singular first person present tense verb. So because of that resemblance, it's made mamnu min al-sarf. Proper names ending with alif and noon. If you have a proper name, ending with alif and noon. Yeah, if you have a proper name ending with alif and noon, for example, Uthmanu, Imranu. If you look at Surah Al Imran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, astaghfirullah, how does the ayah go with the wife of Imran?
إذ قالت امرأة عمران ربي.
أيوة, إذ قالت امرأة عمران. إذ قالت امرأة عمران. We say قالت فعل ماض مبني على السكون. امرأة فاعل مضاف وعمران مضاف إليه مجرور وعلامة الجر الفتحة على آخره لأنه ممنوع من الصرف. ولماذا منع من الصرف? Why is it forbidden from having صرف? Because it's a proper name لأنه علم وانتهى بالألف والنون. So names that end with alif and noon like Uthman and Imran and mamnu' min as-sarf. Also words that are compound words. Compound mean you take two words and join them to make a word, and then it's also a name. For example, حضرموت and بعلبك. Yeah. Those are originally two words that have been combined to make a single word, and it becomes a name, so it's ممنوع من الصرف. The eighth reason, adjectives, all words. So all these so far are proper names. From three all the way to 7 proper names. Proper names mean alam. So proper names combined with feminine, proper names combined with foreign, proper names combined with the pattern af'al, proper names ended with alif and noon, and proper names that are compound word. So you see, it looks kind of complex, but it's easy to remember. So proper names with these 5 other characteristics combined make the names mamnu' min as-sarf. So 5 of the patterns out of the 9 are words that are proper names. Also adjectives that are on the pattern of af'al. So here again we have the pattern of af'al. So the pattern of af'al, why can't I just highlight that alone? The pattern of af'al, when it's an adjective, see that? It's mamnu' min as-sarf. For example, the word ahmaru means red. Red is an adjective. How do you know colors are adjectives? Because colors describe things. Colors are not nouns by themselves. I mean, not words by themselves. They describe something else. They are words by themselves, but they describe something else. So we say ahmaru as-sifa, and it's on the pattern of af'al. Ahmar means red. Akhdaru, azraqu, aswadu, abyadu, ahmaru. Afdalu ismu tafdil, but it's also a sifa, it's also an adjective, means better than. Ahsanu. Go ahead, Shaka.
When you say it's a pattern of afalu,
Yeah.
meaning that it's after aleph it has 3 letters.
Yeah. So patterns. Have you ever studied patterns? Do you understand fa, ain, and lam?
No, sir.
No. I'm asking a question. Have you ever studied patterns before? No. Okay, that's why. So it's new to you. Let me explain what patterns mean. In the Arabic language, and I'll actually, the next lesson we would introduce patterns in detail because we'll be talking about verbs. For you to do verbs, you must understand patterns perfectly. What does pattern mean? We use the 3 letters fa, ain, and lam to represent the 3 original letters of any word. We use the letter fa, ain, and lam. So most words in Arabic language have 3 original letters. For example, alhamdu. The original letters are ha, mim, dal. Ar-Rahman, ra, ha, mim. These are the 3 original letters. Na'budu, ain, ba, dal. These are the 3 original letters. So what we would do, we will take the word itself, and we would replace the first original letter with fa, the second original letter with ain, the third original letter with lam, and we say that's the pattern the word is on. So we'll say alhamdu is on the pattern of al-fa'alu. Ar-Rahman is on the pattern of al-fa'alan. And na'budu is on the pattern of nafa'alu. So ahmaru is on the pattern of af'alu. And afdalu is on the pattern of af'alu. So if the pattern of the word is af'alu, like ahsanu, azraqu, asmaru, asfaru. If the words are on that pattern and the word is also an adjective, then the word is forbidden from having tanween. We wouldn't say هذا قميص أحمر. We would not say that unless we're teaching, in which case we just said it. But we said it to tell you we don't say it in proper Arabic. Why? Because ahmaru is on the pattern of af'al, and it's also an adjective. Hence, it's forbidden from having tanween. We say ahmaru. Are you following now, Ane? Is mamnu min al-sarf making more sense now that you're learning some of the reasons? Yeah.
Yes.
The final reason is if a word is a proper name. Oh, look at that. It's nearly all proper names. I should have probably switched them around. It's not a bad idea. Switch this around. So if the word is a proper name and it's transmitted from one pattern to another, what do we mean by that? Here I said it in Arabic also. الاسم الذي عُدِلَ به من وزن إلى وزن. For example, the word عمر is mamnu' min al-sarf. Why is Umar mamnu' min al-sarf? Because number one, Umar is a proper name, but it's not the original pattern for the word. The original pattern is Amir, is fa'il. So the word originally should be Amir, but it was transferred from the pattern of Amir to the pattern of Fu'al, fa'il to Fu'al. Because of that transformation, and it's a proper name, Umar becomes mamnu' min al-sarf. So if you see the word Umaru, for example, we say in the hadith, عن عمر رضي الله عنه عن حرف جر عمر مجرور وعلامة الجر الفتحة على آخره. Why is it مجرور بالفتحة? Because it's ممنوع من الصرف. Why is it ممنوع من الصرف? Because it's a name, it's a proper name, and the original pattern is فاعل, but it was placed on the pattern of فعل. This is called a transformation from one pattern to another. It's made ممنوع من الصرف. And then of course we did adjectives. So here it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them have to do with proper names. So proper names that are feminine, proper names that are foreign, proper names on the pattern of af'al, proper names ending with alif and nun, proper names that are compound words, proper names that have been transferred from one pattern to another are all mamnu' min al-sarf. Adjectives on af'al and words that are in the pattern of fa'ala, like azra'u and samra'u and bayda'u, and patterns on like fu'ala. These are called alif ta'nith, the alif of femininity for those. And all these plural patterns, these broken plural patterns, they're all mamnu' min al-sarf. So those are words that are mamnu' min al-sarf. So now the question is, Ani and Malik and Nasir and Brother Abbas, do you understand why words become mamnu' min al-sarf?
Yeah, we understand, except for the list. Now, I guess we have to go back and look at it.
And memorize, yeah, inshallah. I'll copy the list and send it to you right away in WhatsApp.
Okay.
But hear what I'm saying. Hear what you need to remember now. There are reasons why words become mamnu' min al-sarf. These are the reasons. Once they become mamnu' min al-sarf, they will never have tanween. That's the first thing that would happen. There wouldn't be any tanween. Forbidden from having tanween. That's the first thing. They wouldn't have tanween. Second thing, it would be marfu with a single dhamma. Hence, there's no tanween. And it becomes majroor and mansoob with a single fatha. But there's an exception. If the word has alif and lam, it would be majroor with kasra. Or if the word is mudaf, it would be majroor with kasra. Does the lesson make more sense now?
Yes. Yes.
Or if
Yes,
you understand the lesson, that's it. We can end the session. If you have any questions, I wouldn't mind taking the questions.
If you could be kind enough in explaining the last case, the transfer of the pattern.
Okay, so don't worry about
yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's extremely rare. And I think we would probably have very few words. Actually, I'm hard pressed right now to think of a word in Quran. Ukharu. Like Allah says in Did we mention that ayat above here? No, it says you could say that وَأُخَرُ مُتَشَابِهَات or مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرَ. For example, وَأُخَرُ مُتَشَابِهَات is in Surah Al Imran. أُخَرُ, we would say مرفوع وعلامة الرفع الضمة الواحدة على آخرها أو آخره. Why? Because it's ممنوع من الصرف. Why is it ممنوع من الصرف? Because it is صفة. Here it's صفة, and it has been transferred from the pattern of آخر to أخر. Because it's been transferred from the pattern of آخر to أخر. So point I want to make is when we come across words that are ممنوع من الصرف, we'll find out the reasons at that point, or you'll just memorize the word. Really, all you have to do is memorize the words. Yeah. Or you just have to say the word is mamnoon or sarf. Really, why? The reason? It's irrelevant. If the word is mamnoon or sarf, it's mamnoon or sarf, you know it. Knowing the reasons only help you to not make the mistake of putting tanween when the word should not have tanween. For example, a word that you're probably going to use a lot is masajid, as the plural of masjid, right? Well, don't put plural, don't put masajidun. Don't say masajidun. You say masajidu. Why? Because it's in the pattern of mafa'ilu. It's one of the broken patterns, mafa'ilu. Anyway, so that's al-mamnu' min al-sarf. By default, words have tanween. There's some words that do not. When these words do not, we call them forbidden from having tanween, mamnu' min al-sarf. They are marfu with a single dhamma. They are majroor and mansub with a single fatha. Unless it's possessed mudaf or alif and has alif and lam, then it's majroor with kasra. The reasons why are all these reasons here.
Sheikh, question.
Go ahead.
So in Surah Al-Baqarah, there's an ayah where Allah says, مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ أَن يُذْكَرَ فِيهَا اسْمُهُ وَسَعَى فِي خَرَابِهَا.
وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ.
Yeah. So masajid mana masajid Allah, masajid Allah, right? So the reference of masajid is multiple, right? So if you could scroll up,
just say what you want to say, and I'll handle.
So if it's plural, how come it's a fatha and not?
Well, it's following the rule there because it's okay. Because it's, I see what you're saying. Here it is. It's plural. It's mudaf, but it's maf'ulun bihi mansubun with fatha. We said it's majroor with kasra when it's mudaf, but here it's mansub. It's not majroor. So let me show you the ayah you're talking about, so we can actually look at the word. What's the ayah number? I'll find it.
I can find out.
Here it is. Ayah number 114. وَمَنْ أَظْلَمُ مِمَّنْ مَنَعَ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ. So let's just take this part of the ayah and do analysis. مَنَعَ فعل ماض مبني على الفتحة. منع. الفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره هو يرجع إلى من أظلم. إلى من. مساجد الله is مضاف إليه. مساجد is مضاف. لفظ الجلالة مضاف إليه مجرور. So لفظ الجلالة is مجرور. مساجد الله is مفعول به منصوب, and it's منصوب with fatha. Remember, in the rule we state that it becomes majroor with kasra unless it's mudaf ilay. We didn't say mansub with kasra. It would still be mansub with fatha. Are you following me? So here it's mansub. It's not majroor.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
If we had say, let's say it was a different ayah, ذهبت إلى مساجد الله. I would say ذهبت إلى مساجد الله. Why would I say مساجد and not مساجد? Because it's مضاف. Are you following me? Then the rule would have applied. But here it's mansub because of it being مفعول به, the object of the verb منع. Anyway, we'll stop here. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.
جزاك الله خير.
وإياكم إن شاء الله.